just going to have a quick look at animation method, where we add an animation to an object and then we duplicate that object and it has the animation duplicated with it. So we're going to repeat one animation several times. So I'm going to apply an animation to this object. I'm going to press I on my keyboard to add a keyframe for the rotation. Then going to move my playhead to frame 30, and I'm going to rotate on the X by 20 degrees, and then I'm going to bring the playhead to frame 60 and change that back to 0. Okay, so now we have an animation where this rotates a small amount. We're going to now select this object, press Shift D to duplicate, press Escape so that we don't move the position. I'm going to now press Shift and click on the first cube, the first object, and press Control P to parent that object. Okay, now if we look in the animation, we can see that we have two objects moving. We do have some Z fighting there with flickering on the face of the objects, but I'm not worried about that. Okay, I might turn on the wireframe just for this stage so we can we still got the flickering, that doesn't matter. Okay, so but we're now going to repeat that several times, so we will be able to reduce the scale of these objects if after we've created the animation, but I wanted to look at that effect first. Okay, so we're going to press Shift D to duplicate, press Escape so we don't move the position, press Shift on the first cube, press Control P to parent the object, and we'll have the same result. We'll do the same thing again, Shift D, Escape, Shift click the first one, Control P to parent, and we'll do the same again, Shift D to duplicate, press Escape, and then Shift click the previous, parent it, and Shift D to duplicate, Escape, Shift click, Control P to parent. Let's do it one more time. Shift D, Escape, Shift click, Control P. Okay, and let's see what we have in the animation. So now we have all of these things working together. Actually, let's turn off the outline. Hey, that looks a lot better. Okay, so we're repeating that animation. And if I wanted to slow this down, I could maybe retake this to 120 frames. And I'm going to box select all of these keyframes and take my playhead to the beginning. And I'm going to scale those frames up so the distances stay the same. So let's just slowed it down. Aha! So it hasn't slowed all of them down. So let's just make sure it does. So I have to make sure I select all of the objects and then all of these keyframes, and we'll scale all of them up. Okay, let's see if this is better. Yes, that's better. Okay, so you can see the effect. The animation is being duplicated, so we don't have to redo the animation for each of those objects, which is quite a useful technique. Thanks for watching.